Alright, Ashley, how are you feeling now in your body?
Pretty okay in my body, I think.
Are you noticing any tension?
Maybe like a little bit, like in my lower back.
Is it like a stress tension?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Like I feel like I did something weird this weekend. Like I laid weird. So kind of tension, but kind of just like when you weirdly like stretch your muscles.
Right.
That made me feel.
Well, would you like to do something to address the tension?
Sure.
So we have this relaxation technique that we can try.
Okay.
And what it will be is you will tighten your muscles and then release them to release the tension.
Okay.
Is that something you would like to try?
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about piano music? Instrumental piano music.
It's nice. That'll work for me.
Okay. All right. Is this at a good volume?
I think so. Maybe.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right, Ashley, we're going to start by taking a deep breath in. And let it out. Okay, I'm going to ask you to focus on my voice and the sound of the music. Don't let any outside distractions interfere. We're going to start with scanning your body and noticing any places you might feel tension. Just acknowledge them. You don't have to do anything about it. Just acknowledge them. And now, starting with your toes, curl them in, squeeze them tight, and let them relax. Letting all the tension go through the bed, down through the floor. And then one more time. And let it go. Now we're going to move up to your legs. Squeeze your knees together, bringing all that tension, and release it to the floor. Feeling it go away. Now we're going to move up to your hips. Press your hips down through the bed, tight, and relax. Letting all that tension go through the bed to the floor. Now focus on your lower back. Tighten the muscles in your lower back. And relax. One more time. Now to your ab muscles. Squeeze your ab muscles together, pulling your belly button in. And relax. Letting all that tension go through the bed and through the floor. And now, moving up to your shoulders. Pull your shoulders up to your ears, squeezing your muscles. And relax. Letting all that tension go through the bed and through the floor. Now down to your arms. Flex your arms. Squeeze them tight. And release. Now your hands. Squeeze them into fists. And release all the tension through the bed and through the floor. Now we're going to move to your face. Pull your eyebrows up, all the way up your forehead. And let them down. Now scrunch your face, pull everything in. And relax. Letting your jaw fall open if it needs to. And now, take a second to notice any lingering tension in your body. squeeze them now. And relax them. And now just one big deep breath. Letting it out. And as the song ends, feel free to stretch or wiggle your toes, or move as you need to, feeling energized, being release of tension, and relax. Okay, Ashley, how are you feeling now?
Pretty good. Yeah, it definitely is a good way of releasing tension.
Okay, all right. So you get some nice prompts in here, like, how are you feeling now in your body? And I really liked, would you like to do something to address the tension? That's a really good one. It's a really good question. How do you feel about piano music? That's the wide open question. You know what people are going to say. But you know that she's going to say, absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
So you did check the volume, but it was way too loud, and you did kind of start to adjust it a little bit, which is good. You started with the breath. That was, you could do more. So all of you could do a little bit more at the beginning, because you're like taking a breath and then jumping in. So people need to acclimate, think about how it is when you're trying to relax and get your focus. You kind of got to like have a little bit of focus on the breath first and before you move into anything like this. So just spend a little more time. You had to notice and acknowledge tension in the body. I would try saying something like, now bring your attention to or your focus to your feet and your calves. So you can put the feet and calves together, because they often will. Because if you point the toes, the calves are going to tighten, or you bring the toes forward, the calves are going to tighten. Right. So there's, I don't know. If you just tighten toes, most people are going to cramp.
Yeah.
So I usually use with a point of the toe or bring the toe forward to help with the calf muscles. So you kind of went quickly through the whole process. So you want to spend at least 2 times at least on these muscle groups, but sometimes you might do 3 or 4 if it's an area of high tension. So where do you think the most tension is in the body? For most people, shoulders, back, neck, but also calves. Calves can get really tight. And we know that if we relax the calf muscles, people's bodies will follow. So probably spending more time with that. Also gut, like stomach, we hold a lot of tension in our stomach and such. Okay, so here's the music was really pretty, but it's actually quite evocative, because it was kind of a minor key. It had this kind of sadness quality to it, which I think if someone's in this state, it could actually bring up feelings of, and people could cry. It doesn't mean they won't with other stuff. But then it had this key change. And we were in a new key, which is a little bit more, I guess, positive. But what that does is it changes our emotional state and our physical state. And so if you're trying to keep it pretty constant and have a focus remain just kind of on the breath and the attention, that's going to actually create a different environment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the music actually would be changing more than you want.
Okay.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Your vocal tone was really nice. Just slow down your pace. You're just kind of cruising through. And I think you were timing it with that piece of music, which actually made you condense things faster. So you ended it perfectly with the music, which was beautiful, but everything in between felt a little rushed. So allow finding music that allows it to kind of keep going and looping. And even if it doesn't have a cadence at the end, you can fade it out. So you just want, longer time there. Then you wouldn't feel constrained by the time. You had some nice reflection of the tightening. You can also add in and hold and release. So the tightening it and hold and release. And that helps. You can hold your breath when you say it and hold. Don't forget the back and shoulders. That's a big area of tension. So you can bring the shoulder blades together. You can actually bring the shoulders in. You're curving the back. There's lots of different things, and then the shoulders up and things like that. And then you can actually tighten the whole thing. You can actually push the fist together and it actually tightens it all the way up the arms. Or you could just have them tighten as if they were like the green hole, you're angry. And so you can feel it all the way up and then relax. Those types of things. And you can also, remember, just kind of pull the arm, flex the fingers up, and that tightens the whole arm. You could try pressing the tongue to the roof of the mouth. and then the soft tongue kind of thing. You did nice scanning. I like the big deep breath. You did nice audible breaths throughout. And then you said as the song ends. That was really nice. So again, bringing the focus back to the space, the bed beneath, bringing awareness back first before you do the wiggling of toes and such. Okay?
Yeah.
So just generally more time and maybe looking at the song choice a little bit more.
Right.
And we'll talk more about that stuff in the fall as well. All right, good.
Awesome.
So give Ashley a minute.
My song is 5 minutes and some seconds.
All right, so Valerie, you would be therapist, and who's your person?
I'll be your person.
Oh, Ellie?
Or just think of your
Okay.
person.